here in Leicester, England, on 107.5 FM. And I do a drive time show there, which runs Monday to Friday, 9 till 5 p.m.
Awesome. Well, I think we've got our next guest. They join us live here on the old Skype, the old Skype-a-rooney, as I like to call it. And we have got it. I don't know if we're interviewing a band or if we're interviewing mountain men. This is this is pretty fantastic. It looked like you had it looked like you had security there. Oh, he's back. Well, gentlemen, go ahead and give us a brief introduction on yourself. Tell me and Danny D here a little bit about you guys.
Well, I'm Andrew, and I play bass with Tyler here from 10th Mountain Division in Denver, Colorado.
So, 10th Mountain Division. First of all, I gotta know the name. Why are you guys called 10th Mountain Division?
Well, so famously there was this in Leadville, Colorado, the 10th Mountain Division started. It was originally like an Alpine Warfare division of the Army, and they trained in what they tried to find mountains that were closest to the Alps, because that's where they were going in World War II. And what they found was mountains in Colorado. So a lot of the guys then stayed back, bought up a lot of land, and long story short, created a lot of the ski resorts out here in Colorado. And they become part of the culture and part of the folklore of the area. So we just chose the name because two of the members also grew up in the Vail area. So it's just been a big part of their lives, and now it's a big part of ours.
It's a real cool name, you know.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. It's definitely marketable over here in the UK. Honestly, it's awesome. I saw the name and I thought I want to join this.
Well, it sounded crazy. I saw someone talk about like how the selection process was back in the day, and it was, I mean, you had to volunteer, and even then you wouldn't make it sometimes. It was like some of the hardest stuff you could do. And I mean, none of us would make it right now.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no, you're not walking up any cold mountains. It's freezing here in the UK. The weather is literally, winter is coming, as they say. So yeah, we're all buckling down now.
Yes. So 10th Mountain Division. You guys, how long have you guys been doing this thing, this music thing?
Well, most of us met in college. Everyone, but we met Andrew over here later. But we all met in college when we were around sophomores. So when we were like 19, maybe 20, and we just actually, I'll tell this.
How many years ago was that?
Oh fuck. Like 6 or 7, something like that.
Really?
Yeah. But we didn't really take, I mean, back then it was just, we were playing college shows, and we took it seriously, but not as much as we do now. And once we kind of got towards graduation, I don't think any of us wanted to try to get real jobs. So we just got into the music thing.
Don't blame you, yeah.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, Dan.
I was just wanted to say, I was looking, you've got some, you're one of the few people I can see from your press bulletin here that's actually got some tour dates coming up. Is that right? Have I got that right?
Yeah, we've been lucky enough to play some shows in state. We don't have to go too far, but a lot of venues around town really just, hurting to get some live shows in, and they've found ways to, make it work and do it safely, and
cool.
So everyone can, kind of come see live music again at a smaller capacity.
And I see you taking advantage of the old Facebook Live.
Yeah.
A lot of go-to places. And what's your favorite place you've performed in?
Ever or?
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's a great question.
Willie's Saloon.
Honestly, the Mishawaka Amphitheater in Bellevue, Colorado, is one of the coolest outdoor venues anywhere.
It's right. It's like maybe 1,000 people can fit there.
Yeah, it's a small venue.
And it's literally backs onto a river. Like the stage is over a river that's flowing.
Beautiful.
It's out there.
On the side of a mountain. There's a big canyon there,
and you're up a canyon, so you don't have cell phone service. You're kind of just in your own world there, and it's really fun.
Very much
The
so,
production there is top notch. I mean, every time we've gone up there, it's like a vacation almost. And everyone.
What was the name of that again? What's the name of your
Mishawaka Amphitheater.
Okay.
Mishawaka, yeah.
Yeah.
Put that up.
And there's people who camp like right down the road, and so when people do like we got to do 2 nights there earlier this summer, and it was awesome because people would camp and go fishing and be outside all day, and then they'd come for the show, and we got to do that 2 days in a row, and it was a really nice break from everything that was going on.
Sounds awesome.
Oh yeah, it's heaven on it.
Now, you guys recently, several months ago, I guess, did a what was this Kickstarter that you guys were involved in?
So yeah, we well, I guess it kind of starts back a year ago or so. We went to the studio with Tim Carbone from Railroad Earth to record a couple songs. We kind of had a plan just to do an EP with him. Just we couldn't necessarily afford a full album with him at the time, and he brought up the idea, and we kind of just went for it. And we raised money towards recording a full-length album and recording, releasing, promoting, making videos for a full-length album that we actually recorded a couple of months ago in June.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, at least you guys are keeping busy. So, what's been reaction to your music from either social media or from folks that have seen you guys live, things like that?
Well, my mom's a big fan for sure.
Oh, that's
Good
good.
start.
Yeah, I mean, what more do you want?
Gotta
I
start
think
somewhere.
it's been people really I think my favorite reaction is people sometimes think we're a bluegrass band, especially because we have a mandolin player. And I love when they come in kind of expecting that, and they leave like, oh wow, you're like all over the map. Like we do some bluegrass, we do a lot of other musical styles, and it's kind of fun to have people come in with that, and then we kind of show them everything we can do, and that's a really fun reaction to get.
Yeah, I think the reaction is as eclectic as our stylings.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
You've got a mandolinist.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Every band needs a mandolinist.
Depends
Yeah.
each time.
If you ask a mandolin player, they definitely would agree with that.
We're not sure either.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Just kidding, Winston.
Yeah,
I love you.
he's talking about-
Can you tell that neither of us are the mandolin player?
Yeah.
So there's 5 of you in total, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we have a guitar, bass, keys, drums, and mandolin.
Wow.
And do
Yeah.
you all do a bit of the vocals?
We have 4 people that sing in the band out of 5. So
Yeah, I'm the only one who doesn't sing. So it's cool. We have like 4 separate voices.
Yeah.
Kind of producing.
Cool.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Now, if people want to find you guys online, listen to the music, buy your music, all that, how do they do that exactly?
well, yeah, we're on all the standard social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram. We're also on streaming services, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, and as such. And our website is tmdtunes.com, and we're actually getting ready to release a web series that'll be available on our website
Next week.
next week.
Yeah. It's a bit of live performances and some like sketch comedy and stuff like that. So it's a little different than what we've done before, but I think it's going to be really fun and people are going to enjoy it.
Pretty damn cool. We've got the 10th Mountain Division with us today. They join us live here in our big program. And so tell me and Dan here a little bit about 9 to 5. We're going to play that video and play that track for our radio listeners here in just a few moments.
Well, 9 to 5 is it's our new single that we recently recorded with Tim Carbone of Railroad Earth. Like I said before, it's it's a pretty different song for the band, honestly, compared to what we've released in the past.
Yeah.
Different time signature for one.
Yeah, I know.
But no, it's a song that I started writing a long time ago, like eight or so years ago, and kind of came back up within just like talking about stuff and original music with the other band members, and I ended up finishing it after I moved to Colorado and started hanging out with these guys, and we've just been playing it ever since, and we finally recorded it and released it, and we have an awesome video, animated video from our friend Chase Taylor. Did a great job. It's kind of a cool little, almost Peter Max-like kind of psychedelic.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
It is.
Well, we are going to go to that. When we come back, me and Danny will continue to chat with 10th Mountain Division here on International Live, back here in just a few moments. Check it out right now.
Yourself in a time when you find everything is better than whatever's on the other side. All along you had known where to go, but no one else wanted to. All you heard him say was no. Spinning round like a wheel, and I feel mundane, commonplace, endless race, vacuum seal. When I get to the end, I start again. 9 to 5 assembly line, working just for quitting time. Coming from another time, in a place you thought you'd never find. But something always sounds the same. Correct me if I sound insane. Going home another way, I'll see you on another day. We're far away from anywhere we've been before. Falling up and down, round and round, in and out, back and forth, until we hit the ground running. Whoa. Till we hit the ground running. Whoa. Coming from another time, in a place you thought you'd never find. Something always sounds the same. Correct me if I sound insane. Going home another way, I'll see you on another day. We're far away from anywhere we've been before. We're falling up and down, round and round, in and out, back and forth, till we hit the ground running. In a time when you find everything is better than whatever's on the other side.
Wow. I did not think that was going to be what it was. I am absolutely astounded by this. We are going to go back to the old skip Skype.
We went from like,
Wow, that was a heck of a deal. I was not expecting that video nor the song. So tell me and Danny a little bit more about this.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you want to know? What surprised you the most?
Well, it matches up so perfectly.
oh, isn't that
Usual-
the piano solo and everything?
Usually these videos that are animated, me and Danny have interviewed tons of musicians on our programs, and some of this stuff just doesn't match up. It's all clunky. You gotta really drill down to be like, okay, I really want to give this a shot. You guys are not that way. This was synced up perfectly. This was the perfect song for that animation. Just amazing.
Thank you so much.
I mean,
Appreciate
Chase
it.
knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, really, it's a test to him. He really crushed it, Chase.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell he just dived into it. Just like perfection was so key with that, especially I mean, I said it before, but the piano part where he mixes that, like, I'll watch just that section over and over.
Yeah, it's
Yes, that's great. It is fantastic. So Danny, do you have any more information for our?
Yeah, I'm just curious as to what you guys have got coming up next. Obviously, we've got this new single out, 9 till 5. Is this out and available on all the platforms now, I assume?
Yes, it's out
Have we
everywhere.
covered that?
Yep, every streaming service, YouTube, etc.
So that 9 to 5, which everyone's just listened to now,
Yep.
go and check that out across your streaming platform. And what's the future look like for you guys? Have you got future albums planned yet? Any sort
Yeah,
of
well,
tour dates?
yeah. So we're actually playing the Boulder Theater, and just down the road from us,
Boulder,
this
Colorado.
weekend. Yeah.
Los Spos. Is that right?
Oh, and actually that's a different that show got moved till March, with Los Lobos.
Yeah.
But this one is just us. It's just an evening with 10th Mountain Division at the Boulder Theater. It's kind of like a dinner and a show deal. Extremely limited,
really
obviously.
cool.
It's like 10% capacity of the normal, size of the theater. But you go get some tacos and some couple of drinks, and you get a show. But as far as new music, we have a whole album recorded, and it's being mixed currently, and we're still kind of contemplating the release date. It's an interesting time for musicians and for all of America, really, right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Election, we don't want to get lost in the sauce there.
Yeah.
But
Who's
we're very
mixing
proud of
it?
the work we put in, and we can't wait to share it with everybody. We just got to find the right time at this point. So,
Who's mixing it? Is it your label? I saw something
we're
here.
not actually we're independent, but the person who engineered the album, his name's Todd Divel.
Yes.
Here in Colorado. He mixed 9 to 5 and everything, and he's doing all the mixing.
Yeah, he runs
On the rest of the
Silo
album.
Studios in South Denver.
The Abbey Road of Denver.
Yes. I was
Famously
hoping you
quoted.
got that.
Yeah, I saw that and I thought, yeah, well, that's impressive. Look.
Yeah, he's a really, really awesome guy. He's worked with all the best of them, and it was an honor to have him on our team. We're super stoked with the way things are sounding.
Good. It's important.
Yeah,
Oh,
it feels good to feel good,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
it's
that's-
not like being surprised and not having to be like, oh, I guess that's the best thing to do. Like being surprised at how good we can do it, especially in a studio like that.
So, who are some of the different musicians you guys have worked with over the years?
As far as like on stage or
Either on stage, in studio, what have you?
well, I guess this last album was really a lot of local people aside from the producer.
We had Will Trask from Great American Taxi playing percussion, which is crazy. He came in. I just wanted to borrow his percussion to record it. And I just said, hey, do you want to try it out on the song? And he literally just went through the entire album in like 2 hours and put all the percussion in like one take. It was amazing. we got to work with him, which is super fun all the time. And live, we've done a lot of shows with like Leftover Salmon is a big influence on us too. We've got to hang out with those guys a lot.
Nobody really famous.
Yeah, no. Someone asked me that yesterday. It's like, do you get to meet a lot of famous musicians? I was like, I mean, to me, probably, but
Yeah,
like...
I think I met more famous people working in the airport than I did as a musician.
That's awesome.
I think I made a mistake. When you said bassist, I assumed bass guitar. Is that right, or is it the double bass?
No, I play electric bass. I do play double bass, but not in the band really.
Okay, cool. No, sorry, I just read that on the thing, and I thought that was pretty cool. You don't get many people to still play the double bass.
Yeah, sorry,
It's a big bit of kit to carry around.
Yeah.
So, what are some of your influences and musical heroes?
Man.
So that's kind of cool with the band is that we all come from a little bit of a different musical background. Like definitely MJ and Winston, guitar and mandolin respectively, they grew up more listening to bluegrass, a lot more jam band stuff, roots music. Our keyboardist Campbell, he listened to a lot more soul and like funk music growing up, and I listened to a lot more like hardcore music or like rock and roll. So that, depending on who you ask, that question would go like multiple different ways, and it's kind of what brings our musical style together is that we come from so many different musical worlds.
If you're gonna
Matthew's band.
If you were going to open a show for another band, who would be your sort of go-to first choice?
Like any band?
That's like the Rolling Stones.
Or do they have to still be playing? Is this fantasy?
They go whatever. Yeah, well, let's go fantasy.
Man,
My answer's still Dave Matthews Band.
yeah, I mean, it depends. Yeah, everyone else in the band is dying from us answering that, but I don't know. I mean, Railroad Earth would be super fun to tour with. You know, it's man, that's
cool to get on the Dan Auerbach kind of
Oh yeah,
that train.
yeah, like the
That'd be really cool.
more rock and roll vibe. I mean, at this point, there's anyone.
Whoever will have us.
Yeah, you know.
Whoever will have us.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
exactly. We're the ultimate yes men when it comes to the gig department.
Have you guys got any thoughts about bringing your show overseas at any point?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
Of course, most of us have been, random countries around the world, and we always fantasize about
Yeah.
getting to go back to those places.
I mean, I always dream of playing Glastonbury someday. That would be like the end all be all for me.
I'll put in a word. I'll definitely send them an email for you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dear Glastonbury.
They thought about putting us on some random sideshow for Austin City Limits, but they didn't. So you can tell them that if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll
that
qualify. Sure.
does like the UK and stuff have like a jam band scene as much?
Yeah, it's obviously it's dead at the minute,
Oh yeah.
but there is loads of great festivals. None I can think off the top of my head because you just took me on the spot. But looking at your video and your content, you guys would get booked, no problem.
Well, I'm gonna quote you on that
Yeah.
for sure.
Seriously, yeah. Well, tell them to ring me.
I mean, we'd
Yeah.
have to wait for. I think it'd be. I don't even think they'll let Americans in the UK right now.
No, well, this is the problem. No one can do anything.
Yeah.
But you watch when everything calms down and restrictions are going to be lifted. There's going to be a massive sort of vacuum for loads of music stuff. People are going to be dying to get back out.
I mean, I was thinking about that too, with like how it is going to be crazy once all the venues open up again. People are going to go to shows just for the sake of going to shows.
Yeah,
It's
and they
gonna
will appreciate it more.
be great for bands of all sizes that people are just there to enjoy live music and to socialize.
Yeah.
This actually could be the best thing to happen to music locally and nationally. People are going to actually go out and spend money and go to venues.
They won't take it for granted that it's always
Yes.
there. Like, I think about, I mean, me personally, there's so many shows I can think of that I was like, I'm a little tired tonight. I don't want to go to that. And I'm like kicking myself right now for not going.
It's always the way, though.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, gentlemen, I guess as we wrap up here with you, how do we find you guys online, get your music, buy your music, everything?
Facebook.com/TMDBand. Instagram is at 10th Mountain Music.
Look at that. You guys are musicians. You said it together. That's awesome.
Bass and drums always in line.
Exactly. Bass player and drums here. We got to be locked. But yeah, our name is 10th Mountain Division. You spell out the 10th, Tenth. Otherwise, you'll find yourself enlisting for a ski division of the Army.
Exactly. You'll be shipping out in a few.
Yeah. And yeah, Facebook, 10th Mountain Division, Instagram, 10th Mountain Music, Spotify, whatever streaming service you use, YouTube. We're spread across the board. So.
Fantastic. Well, gentlemen, we definitely have enjoyed playing your music and looking at your visuals and having you guys on. And thanks for doing Skype with me and Danny today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Awesome.
Very great to meet you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, great to
Appreciate it. Thank you, gentlemen. There they go, 10th Mountain Division. And so what I'm blown away by the show again today.
No, it's crazy. We've had two completely different acts on this time, which
Yes.
has been awesome. So we've gone from the hip-hop scene to the sort of band scene, Colorado band there, 10th Mountain Division. I love that name. That's genius.
It is
Absolute genius. And they're really cool guys as well.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
Boulder, Colorado sounds like a lovely place. I've heard lovely things about it anyway, but they really just sold it to me.
Well, that's good. Well, I guess, but before we wrap everything up, how do people find you on social media and websites and listen to the radio program and everything else?
Yeah, well, you can find me at DannyD213 on Instagram. You can check out our page on Patreon. It's just been set up, so there's not much to see on there yet, but go to Patreon/International Live. And you can catch the show again on Leicester 107.5 FM in the UK on Friday at 5 p.m, as well as across your network.
Yes.
Jiggy.
And you can find me at JiggyJaguar.com, JIGGYJAGUAR.com. And I'm like a gerbil in a batting cage pretty much each and every Monday through Friday over there. And this has definitely been fun. And also find if you missed our interviews or you want to see them again, you can go to International Live on YouTube. We are slowly building a YouTube presence, as they say. And Danny, once again, great show, sir. And looking forward to another bang-up edition next week.
Yeah, we're going well. I'm enjoying it.
We're making it
Some
work.
great guests.
We are making it work. So, Danny, I will talk to you next week. Thank you, sir.
Speak to you next week.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you all.
There he
Take care.
goes. This has been International Live, and we will see you next time.